Hi guys, so today's video is going to be a story time video, and with me I have my best friend Kayla. She's been in a few videos with me before, and she was actually here during this story that took place, so I thought it would be a good idea to have her in the video. She does have a YouTube channel also, so I'll link that down below in the description. But let's go ahead and get into this juicy story time. So if you guys remember that vlog that we did, was that like a year ago? It was where we went, it's called Turn Up or something like Turn Up Time or Turn Up. I'll link that vlog down below in the description. But this story time took place like right after that. So when that video ended, this story picked up there. So if you remember in that vlog, we were like taking shots, like we had taken some shots in that vlog. And the person that bought us those shots, he was actually a security guard or a bouncer at the club that we were at. We left the club. That club, did they close? What time they closed? 3 or 2?
3.
They closed at 3 in the morning. It was late, but we weren't ready to like stop turning up yet.
Turn down for what?
And we were like, okay, where can we go that is still open? And pretty much the only thing that is open after that is
like the Jenny's and the strip club.
And pretty much the only thing that is open after that is
like
the
Jenny's and the strip club.
The Jenny's and the strip club.
Now you're making me sound bad. Like, girl, you could have went to Danny.
Okay, wait, redo.
So the only thing that was open at that time was pretty much the strip club.
Yes.
So I personally had never been to a strip club before. She has been to a strip club before, but I had never experienced that. So I was a little bit like skeptical / nervous / like unsure about it, but we end up going to a strip club. When we got to like the door of this, like to enter the strip club, the same bouncer that was at the club, he worked at the strip club.
Yep.
So he got us in for free. We walked in and I was like super awkward. Like I felt super awkward like right off the bat, because it's like, you know how some strip clubs they're not full nude and some are. This one was a full nude strip club, so everything was hanging all out for everybody to see. And when you walk in, the stage is pretty much right there
in your face,
and it's a small stage and it's a small area, and pretty much everyone was just like standing around looking, and it just felt like really weird. And I remember like as soon as I walked in, there was a girl, she like rubbed my butt. Do you remember that? She rubbed my butt and then she went like this and like this. I guess she wanted me to get a dance or
like a private dance.
Yeah, like a private dance, and I was just like, no thank you. I'm good, but you know, thanks anyway.
Yes.
She just made like this little puppy dog face and just walked away.
And as soon as we walked in, we like looked at each other because we didn't realize it was full nude. So as soon as we walked in, we was like,
yeah, everything was on display. I didn't want to look.
Right.
Like, I felt weird because well, obviously there's like naked people. Like I felt people were looking at me and like, why are you not looking? Like, why are you being weird? Like
we're weird.
Or like just like looking at each other, like trying not to look, like looking around. Like I didn't want to look. Like I felt weird. Like I don't know, I felt weird about it. The bouncer guy actually came over and gave us some ones
and a table.
Yeah, and we sat down at a table like kind of close to the stage, because the stage had like these little bar stools, these little low bar stools right around the stage, and then they had these little tables like after those stools. So we were still pretty close to the stage. We weren't like right up on it. So we were just kind of like talking about like the stuff that we were seeing around us and what was going on, and laughing at certain people.
Yes.
And you know, just like talking and gossiping and stuff like that. This girl came up and she's like this really petite girl, but she had like a booty.
Yes.
She's
really pretty. Her makeup.
Yeah, she looked like
really
she was like maybe Brazilian or something.
Yeah.
And she's like, oh my god, I watch your videos. You're Beauty by Gabbie, right? And I'm like,
she froze, you guys. She froze. She didn't know if she wanted to say yes.
Like I don't really remember if I even said anything.
Right.
I might have said like, yeah, like nice to meet you or something weird like that. But she was a stripper that worked there. So yeah, so apparently I have viewers that are strippers. That's cool. cool. But I felt really weird, like, oh my god, like somebody noticed me from my YouTube channel.
In the strip club.
Right. But the fact that she worked there, it made it not as bad, because I feel like it would have been like another person, I would have felt even weirder, like, oh my gosh, she's at the strip club.
Right.
But she worked there, so she probably wasn't being judgmental
At all.
The guy, the bouncer guy, came over and then he gave us some ones. Right?
A lot of ones.
A lot of ones.
Like not like $10. Like he gave us a lot of ones.
Yeah, and
I
he was
didn't
like,
know what to do.
he was like, go sit by the stage or something. So we like kind of shuffled over there, like apprehensive, like nervous, and we just like sat down. Like we were still like not really, we were still like looking around. Like they were right in front of us. They were busting it wide open, like right in our faces, and we were just like, so how was your day? Like we were just like
The
not
weather
trying to
was
really
nice.
look like that.
Yeah.
But the strippers they had there were pretty interesting. They had an assortment, a variety.
You can tell that they had life experiences such as childbirth, and they've had years of experience.
Some of them looked like they had been there a while. Yeah.
They were retiring.
Oh yeah, by the way, these girls had like, they didn't have on like cute stripper heels. They had like on like boots,
except
like
for the subscriber. Like she was like cute. She was very exotic. Look, she was cute.
But the girls on stage, a lot of them had like on like Ugg, like boots that look like Ugg boots and like tennis shoes.
Yes.
I'm like, what the hell is this?
It was not an upscale strip.
Yeah. I'm like, are y'all trying to get tips or not? Because so yeah, we were they're dancing in front of us. We have our ones, and we're just like, we start handing them the ones. We're like kindly placing them. You know how people just, we're like, here you go, ma'am. Like we're placing it like in their thing, like all neatly and like securely.
And they're like pulling it, grabbing our hands, like put it there.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh,
They're
no.
being,
I'm like, oh,
they were
no.
being like really aggressive.
Yes.
And they were kind of like all focusing on us.
Yes.
I guess they could tell like we just seemed out of place and uncomfortable, so they seemed like they like flocked to us.
Yeah. And even had conversations.
Yeah,
like,
they was like, so you guys live around here? Like they're like lifting their leg up, like opening their vaginas in our faces and just talking to us, chit chatting.
Yes.
You guys been here before?
Yes.
And like shaking their tits in our face. It's like it was just like nothing.
I've been working here for just 30 years, you know, like it was just crazy. Yeah.
And they were really on her. One girl like put her titties in her face and just like gave her like a motorboat pretty much.
She was touching mine and she was like, ooh, yes. I'm like,
yes.
I was like, I was just looking at Gabby like, save me, no. That's how it went.
Yeah, and then there one girl, the lady, she looked like she maybe was in her late 30s or something. I don't know, but she had.
It was the one that looked like she was like retiring, like
not that old.
She
maybe
was.
early 40s, late 30s. Like she looked
but
older.
Still, that's retiring for strip clubs.
Well, yeah.
If that's retiring for football, it has to be retiring for.
Yeah, I don't know the retiring age for sure, but she was older and more experienced, and I remember she was really talkative with us. Like
she was really nice.
She was really nice. She was really nice, really sweet, and really talkative with us. And we gave her a lot of
money.
Yeah. And I remember she like kissed my ear or something. Was it her or another girl? I think two of them kissed my cheek.
I thought it was I know the subscriber gave you a hug and a kiss on the cheek because she was. Yeah,
she did? I don't remember that.
I think she gave you a kiss on the cheek or like she either hugged you, just to like. I thought she touched you. That. Like I thought she just was like just saying, oh, I love you. But I don't know. I know it was two girls that I don't know.
One girl I remember, one of the strippers that we had been tipping that was dancing in front of us, kissed me on the cheek, on the ear, and it was like a wet kiss. It was like really weird and awkward. But they were pretty much all on us. And one girl, remember the one girl that like bust her legs open like right in your face?
Pretty much. I was just like,
Kayla was like clutching her pearls.
Oh man.
But she like gave her the tip. I think you gave it to her kind of to make her like
just move.
Right.
Just like, here you go.
It was crazy.
I'll give you 5 more.
One girl seemed like really out of it and like she was on drugs or something. She was just like, I don't know, she seemed like...
I know, I kept saying, I was like, I'm not giving my ones out unless they have booty.
Yeah.
Like, I kept saying that.
But nobody really had booty
No
there.
one had it.
Yeah, we didn't have a choice.
Nice.
I mean, if we waited for that, we would never gave nothing
I
out.
would have kept all the ones.
But it wasn't like the type of strip club you think about. Like, if you think about like Atlanta strip clubs, like...
They didn't even have boobs or nothing. They were just like really regular. Like,
yeah,
I mean, there's nothing wrong with it.
No, of course
really
not. But they didn't have like the stripper body that you would think about, that you see like everywhere and on TV and music videos and stuff like that.
And apparently this is a big time like strip club because there was a lot of people there. Like it was packed. Well,
yeah, it was small, but it was packed. Yeah, it was small, but it was packed.
That's pretty much it.
Yeah, so once we ran out of ones, we just kind of left. Like, that was pretty much it. But it was definitely an interesting experience. That was my first and only time. I've never been to a strip club. I never went again after that, and I don't know if I will. Have you been to another strip club after that?
No.
No?
And the strip club that I went to before was in Louisiana, but they had like bottoms on. And I think they didn't have tops, but they had bottoms on, so at least they had material.
But you had never been to like a full nude strip. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
so it was the first on that for both of us. And that was pretty much it. So yeah, that was my story time, our story time, or my first time at the strip club, but her first time at a full nude strip club. So it was very, very interesting. If you guys like this video, please give it a thumbs up if you want to see more story times. I did recently post another story time on how I got kissed by Justin Timberlake. So if you want to see that, I'll link that down below in the description. If you want to see any other videos with me and Kayla, like any sort of like challenge videos or anything like that, let us know. We need some ideas. We definitely want to do some. We just don't really have any good ideas. So leave those down below in the description for us also. But that's about it for this video. So until next time, I'll see you guys in my next one.